Dark Mage Gaming here, bringing you a video of a Minecraft survival world. Now I'm choosing to make this type of video because, whoops, we're in creative. Sorry, I made a replay mod thing a couple minutes ago, and I had to be in creative or else it wouldn't work. So anyway, as you can see in this world, I've done quite, whoops, there's a skeleton. I've done quite a lot of builds already. And I've gotten pretty far, as you can see, with all of my diamond tools and armor, which I don't have on right now. Anyway, this is going to be more like a world tour of my world, because I love this world and I wanted to share with people, but I sadly have grown so much that I don't think I can start a whole series on it for my YouTube channel, sadly. So, we're going to have a quick nap in our bed, and when I get back, we'll start the tour. Oh my goodness. Monsters nearby? Are you kidding? Okay. Okay, let's see what's outside. If there actually are any monsters. What the heck? There's not. Oh, maybe that creeper. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I don't have any ammo. I don't have any ammo. Oh no, this is a problem. Oh no, there's 3 coming at me. Oh my god. Look, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh god, run! Oh no, 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 please don't explode, please don't explode. Oh no, oh no. Okay, let's just go to sleep really quick. Because that would be scary to deal with all those creepers right now. I'm gonna go make my way to the courtroom that I built, my courthouse, to get all my materials because they're in there. So I will see you all when I get back. Alright everybody, welcome back. Now, for this world tour, we're gonna start with all the things that I've built over here on this side of my world. Now, as you can see over here, I have my house. I thought it was a pretty nice project. I built this a couple days ago, because the rest of the house is underground. Now, as you probably saw from the intro, there's nothing in here. Because all of my things are underground. All this is a bedroom with a chest, furnace, and crafting table. Of course, those are the essentials. Walk in here. This was my original house. And I've had this world for 2.5 months, but I never got around to share it, and it was kind of drastic when I figured out that I wanted to start a YouTube channel. Well, here are all my chests. This was my original bedroom. I do miss it so, but have to move on. Over here, we have a little sugarcane farm that dispenses so much sugarcane. It's unbelievable, and it's an AFK farm, so I don't need to go in there and actually break it and start it all over. Over here are my dogs. Guard, Keeper, Seller, Green Bean, Duncan, Spot, Hottie, and Frankie Jr. Frankie Jr. I've had since the beginning of my world, and that's why he's Frankie Jr. My project board, Tree Farm, which I've already done. Uh-oh, I'm just breaking things. Done. My casino. Someone requested me to do that. I need to go on an adventure, a super mine, which I already have done, upgrade house, which I've already done, towers for my elytra, already done, and my library is already done. So basically, what I'm trying to say here is all of my projects are done. Come over here. We have a concrete maker. Now this isn't AFK, sadly, but as you can see here with the concrete I'm gathering, everyone knows that in the new update they added concrete and concrete powder. So when concrete powder meets water, it creates concrete. So what you'll do is you'll put your concrete powder all in this giant area. I don't know the dimensions of it, I just mined it all out. Flip this lever, water dispenses, and it turns it all into concrete, which I thought was way easier than like the redstone contraptions and other things that other YouTubers have built, and I thought it was way easier just to do it this way with a whole bunch of pistons with water in them. This is my little storage area, And as you can see, most of these are filled to the brim, so I can't really put anything else in there. Put that in my inventory. Come around here, this is my vault. And in my vault, there is a shulker box swapper. So when you press the button, something is, the shulker box is pushed out, just put into that hopper down there as you just saw a second ago, and a new colored shulker box is swapped out. Oh, and yes, let's keep on pressing this till we hit the light blue one. My friends were super jealous of all these diamonds, and I kid you not, they were not cheated. I'll show you my mine, where I got them all from, where it originated in a little bit. Now, that's my house that we all just saw there. Okie dokie, we are back. Sorry I had to make a little cut. I had to do something really quick for my parents. Okay, so as you can see in here, this is my greenhouse. I like the design of it because I thought it looked pretty cool. I'm trying to become a better builder, and this is the world that I tried to do it in. As you can see, I thought the roof was pretty cool with all the torches and like the staircase effect going up and out of it. This is a whole bunch of wheat. For my texture pack, this is what wheat looks like, and I rarely come in here because as you can see by my hotbar, 48 pieces of steak, so I don't really need bread and carrots. But this is more for like brewing and like things that I might need in the future for like a friend that comes on or whatever. So yes, this is my greenhouse. Come over here, this is my beacon, and just behind it is my church with a steeple. Now, that little double piston extension door took me such a long time. Under here, I'm not going to show you because I don't want to break the blocks. There is a redstone line all the way down here, goes under the beacon, and right about here, so you see how far it is where a hopper clock is with a comparator running out, a repeater sitting right here, 3 repeaters right here, redstone lines with 2 blocks, 2 redstone torches, and another block, which are these, because if I made this a path, which I'm not going to do, it would break the system, because as we all know, when a redstone torch is under a block, it transmits power, which transmits power to any block on the side of it, which is kinda cool and kinda sucks. It's like a double negative. But anyway, I made this little contraption, nothing too special. Flick the lever, goes down, flick it up, and it goes back up. Close it. Over here, we have my library. Okay, sorry for that small cut. I had to do something again for my parents, but it's all good. Anyway, as you can see, this fireplace, fire and wood equal bigger fire. So that's why this birch piece is missing. I don't want to put it back because it'll just burn again, which is why it's a little bit off, and why I changed the roofing all the way up there, because the fire will just continuously spread and I don't know how to stop it. So if you know how to stop it, please leave me suggestions on how to stop it, because I most certainly do not know. Over here, whoops, let me out, is my animal farm. As you can probably tell, I'm building all out of concrete. That's just because it's really easy to obtain, and it's very obtainable by the way you saw my concrete maker. Now over here, we have Very Villagers. I don't know why I call them Very Villagers, and I don't even have any. Anyway, here's the Kickin' Chickens, the Sheeples, the Crazy Cows with a Z, Piggles, Many Mules, and Dancing Donkeys. Sadly, we don't have donkeys, so that is a bit of a problem. I should probably update that farm, but I love it so much because I built it in the new snapshot, and I think I did pretty good on it. Over here's my stables. I like the way I use all various different slabs. This is oak, birch, jungle, and spruce, and then dark oak fences. So I use every single piece of wood in the book, and oh my goodness, I forgot about acacia. Huh. Anyway, this is my stables where I keep my horse. I don't have a name for him, and yes. And by the way, just because I'm not going to do a series on here doesn't mean that I'm not going to be active on here. And the reason I'm not making this a series is because I'm always running out of ideas, and I don't know what to build. So if if any of you could leave me suggestions on what I could build in this world, I'll come back and I'll build it. And I'll showcase it. I'm not going to build it as a whole video. As I said, I'm not making a series. This is my tree farm. Not automatic. Don't know how to make it automatic. Not very good with redstone. But anyway, the way to grow these is under these trees that are spawned or grown. There's a dirt block. And that dirt block, you plant a sapling, go in here. And oh my goodness, look at all this bone meal. This took so long to get, like 64. That's like a bone each, and that's like crazy to get. But I have a mob grinder. Let's see if you can see it. Nope, not from here. Anyway, you get the bone meal, plant your acacia slapping. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Sapling. And put bone meal on it, and then it grows your tree, and you just mine it and continue doing the same thing over and over again. Now as we come over here, this is my smeltery. Press that door, another double piston extension, and here is it in all of its glory. I like the flooring. The way I did the flooring, I loved it, and I put a furnace and a minecart just to fit the theme of a smeltery with all the furnaces. And over here, you're probably like, what's this? Well, in my texture pack, this is what a furnace looks like. And I used redstone torches because I thought it gave a cool burning effect, kind of like a regular furnace does. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, we're not going to sleep just because it's nighttime. My world's quite lit up. Come over here, down this path, we have a defense tower, where if I'm ever getting trapped by mobs, I'll come up here and just start shooting with my defenses. And I didn't know about this, and you guys can call me dumb in the comments, but with dynamic lighting, when you shoot a bow and arrow that has flame on it, it creates light. Like here, let's shoot it in a dark area. See, it just created light over there, as you can see, which I thought was amazing because I had never seen anything like that. And when I'm down in like deep caves, since I have infinity, I'll just like throw these instead of torches. That way I can see in the night without having to use resources. Now, whoops, I need to show you guys what it is. Oh, after I take out this skeleton. Should have put my world in peaceful for this. Anyway, this is my music tower. Can't really see it because it's so tall, you can't really see the roof, but I think I did a pretty good job on the roof, if I do say so myself. Now you have to go all the way up this ladder. I'll meet you when we're there. Okay, so now that we're here, as you can see, look at the roof. There's like so many different layers of, whoops, falling down the ladder. Purpur blocks and stone, then there's diorite, and you're probably like, what's that block? That's diorite. The only reason why is because on my resources, or resource packs, I have 4 active, so it'll kind of change the way things look at different times, which can be cool, which can be not sometimes. And yes, and you're probably wondering why I have these pictures. Just because of my resource pack. I used the paper cutout pack, which I thought was pretty cool. Now as you can see, these redstone lamps are on, but if we set the time set to day, they turn off. Now if we turn it to night, they turn back on, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, here's a little, the reason I call it a music tower, you could probably tell by, because there's no blocks here, and I have a little jukebox. And I just realized that me doing this has no effect, because I forgot to turn the sound on. Don't worry, for my other series, it will of course be on. Over here we have a little fish tank with a raw salmon, and a lily pad and some vines, make it look overgrown a bit. Over here we have a clock with the pendulum swinging. We have armor stand, we have the new glazed blue terracotta, and a little library. Now, there's a slime block right there, and I'll tell you the reason why. Anyone who has 1.12, or any version that has the elytra, knows that when you press space whilst going down a ladder, you can really hurt yourself. Because when you press space on an elytra, it obviously sets the elytra off, and you're able to glide. So when you do it on a ladder, you have no control of the ladder because you obviously set off your elytra, and you can't stop your elytra unless you land on the floor. So I put a slime block there to stop all the pain and the fall damage, and it works quite well, as you just saw. Over here is the SS Mage. I just came up with that name right now. Probably garbage. But if we come over here on this tree, as you can see, there's 2 dragon heads. Anyone who doesn't know how to get dragon heads, well, in the end cities, in the end, of course, you can get, on the ships where you actually get your elytra, you can get, dragon heads at the very, ends of it. So let's say this is the ship. Go to the front of it. I'm dumb. And on the front of it, it'll kind of be resting right here. Mine are inner, but yours will be outer, and all you do is mine it, and then it'll fall, so you have to kind of dive for it, unless you're crouching over it, and then you're able to catch it, and then you have yourself a dragon head, which I thought was pretty cool. Over here, this is well, I'm gonna let you guess on what this is because it looks atrocious, but I'm pretty sure that you know what it is, but it just doesn't look like what it is. Oh my goodness, and I fell. Well, this gives you a better view anyway. I put a dark oak tree in the middle. To be fair, in real life, no one would grow a giant tree in the middle of their ship, but let's be unique. Over here is my sail, and it's blue and black for obvious reasons that I should not say because it's obvious. Come down here. Now the problem with this ship is I built it almost like an oval shaped bowl, so it wasn't long enough, and so yeah, it kind of gave me a stumpy little SS Mage ship, but it's okay. And I put beds. This is the bunkmates' quarters. This is the captain's quarters. You sit here, have a little flower, more flowers, and little end chests, and pictures and anvils behind me. Pretty cool project. Built in one day whilst I was Skyping one of my friends, and he thought it was pretty cool too. So that's that. Now for my lighthouse, there's nothing in it, but don't yell at me. But I'm going to go in game mode C really quick, just to show you something on top of it. Now up here, there is a quad piston extender with a 4 tick pulse on each piston, pushing the glowstone block, as you can see, in kind of a square formation. That way it lights up one side of the lighthouse at one time, making it look like it actually moves, since in Minecraft you can't really do that. Jump! Yay, we survived. Nope, I cheated because I have the elytra on. Now as we come over this path, as you can see, we have my courtroom. Walk along this path. Close the back behind us, and this is my courtroom. And there are mobs constantly in here for some apparent reason. I don't know why. And I keep on updating it, as you can see, there's just glowstone strewn about, and yes. Close this trap door. This is where the judge sits. This is the gavel, because this is the only thing that I could find that looks like a gavel. For a judge, come in here. These are his robes, black dyed, and yeah, I thought it was a cool little project to build, and someone wants to be thrown in jail for killing a judge. Okay, so now we're going to go in this direction, crossing that bridge, and I will see you when I get there. finally arrived. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Why is it like this? Oh my gosh. My W key to move forward glitched out. Oh my god. I thought we were almost there, and then of course my game glitches out. Well, I guess I'll see you guys when I get there. Okay, everybody, we are back. Finally, we got up here. Now, as you can see in here, I don't get a lot of spawns or drops that much for some reason. I don't know why, because look at how massive that thing is. It's an 8 by 8, so it's a 16. It's a 16 by 16 box, I guess you could say. That's triple layered. And why didn't I use the Elytra before? Yes. And I just figured out that I was in creative for some reason. Oh my goodness. Do I even Minecraft? Anyway, in a few seconds you'll probably see things fall from there. This is 44 blocks tall, with glass along it, which stops the mobs from getting out. Oh, as you can see, they both fell, and rotten flesh is being counted and disposed of by these hoppers into these chests. Deposited, not disposed of. Now, what we're going to look at, since we got all of this side, and I lied, we didn't, we're going to go over here. Now, just past my little house, you could see a bridge and a little fountain with a well next to it. Thought that was a pretty cool little thing to build because I was running out of ideas, so I just wanted some things to make my world look prettier, and I thought a fountain would do. I turned on sound, if you couldn't notice already. Come over here. This is my park. Sometimes I just come sit over here, relax, have a nice little look-see at my little tree that's right there. And I just sit here and relax and look at the trees, especially with shaders. It's beautiful, my park over here. Over here's my egg farm. Now you're probably wondering why there aren't any eggs. Chickens, why aren't there any eggs? Tell me, why didn't you lay eggs? Anyway, look, you're gonna be amazed by this. Oh, I just heard an egg be popped out, because I have so many chickens right here that they just lay so many eggs because it's an AFK thing. Excuse me. Over here we have a little Greek temple made entirely out of quartz, and a little netherrack to get a fire going. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Over here we have a little drift going down my world. This was naturally generated. I just fixed it up, made it look nicer, gave it a little fence, and I thought it looked pretty good. Here's my little creeper face. As we come over here, we see my cake factory. Looks like a cake with a big old cherry on it, which is exactly what it is if you were wondering what it was. And we come in here, have a slice of cake. Here's all the ingredients in these chests. And you probably heard a cow, and he's right here. That's Carl, the cow, for whenever we need milk. Over here, we have the Village Express. Now this used to go all the way over there, about 600 blocks, to my nearest village, but sadly I got rid of it because it just looked quite ugly, and that thing has better armor than I do, and I need to get into the water right now. Whoops, and no I don't. I hate that, like when you're about to die because of fire and then you make it to the water but don't get to jump in. Good times. This is my little redstone factory, made it look like a redstone block. Obviously had to make a piston door as the entrance. And there's nothing in here yet because I haven't had any new contraptions to build. Press this button to get out. Now over here we have our little igloo with any moment now, Harold, the snowman. How are you, Harold? Well, there goes my answer. Now, as we come over here, this is my little fisherman's home. Down here, there's a little pond where there's a whole bunch of grass and leaves and bushes. Come up here, this is where we store all our fish and fishing rods. And this, I found this in a cave. And look at the enchants, mending, and look at the sea and lure, and unbreaking. Sorry if you hear a whole bunch of noise. That's my stepdad walking around. But this is a pretty cool fishing rod, is what you call it. I forgot what it was called for a second. Don't laugh. Okay, fine, you can laugh, I guess. Didn't I just fight him? Oh my gosh, he has iron armor. That's enchanted. We're not gonna mess with him today. We're just not. That's not how it goes. It's not how it goes, ladies and gents. Okay, well that's it pretty much for this side. And I like this side more than I like any of my other sides because this is where I have most of my activity. And I like it over here. We're going to take a little fly around here and land sharply and walk into our super mine, which has a whole bunch of diamond pickaxes which I made with all those diamonds that you just saw a couple minutes ago. These are all the blocks that I mine, and this thing followed me in here. We have to eat something or I'm gonna die. Come down here. There should have been minecarts in here, and as you can see, it goes all the way down there, which is why 12 and 13, I believe, 12 or 13, that's where you get the most diamond action. It's said between 16 and under. I like 13 or 12 because, 12 because that's between 11 and 13. That way you could look above you and all around you and see diamonds. As we come over here, we cross this little bridge that I made. This was my first ever project after my little house you're about to see up here. Well, it's not a little house. It's pretty cool. And this was just a disaster. I wanted to have some kind of like flowing water, and then I just created this piece of garbage. So yeah, that's my life story as a Minecrafter. Let me take care of these. Here's another defense tower. Here's a little dock. Pretty self-explanatory. Come over here. This is how you get up into the house. This is my zombie and skeleton spawner. I use real spawners because the platforms didn't work out for me. For some reason, my game had a bug to where those wouldn't work, and whatever did spawn wouldn't move, so whatever. In here, we have an AFK fish farm, but since we're in 1.12, it doesn't work anymore, so hoorah, I guess. This used to be an AFK wheat farm. Got rid of it because I didn't need it. Now this I thought was pretty cool because it blends in with the cave, is my enchantment room. In here we have a whole bunch of books that I have yet used, and a whole bunch of other books. This is my wooden shovel that I used to to be able to reset the enchants, because I think I was enchanting this sword and I got like unbreaking and like something trash, and I needed to update it. Up here we have a little food generator. Oh my goodness. Every once in a while there should be did that close? Okay. There should be cow meat and pig meat, or pork chops and steak, as I'm calling them. I don't know why I just called them pig meat, but you understand. Now this over here is my first mine that I ever created in this world, and it's called The End because I came all the way and went down to bedrock, and then went along the sides each time I went up, and yeah, I thought it was pretty cool that I got to do this, and then I ran out of anything to do because it goes into a giant mine shaft that I already raided, and yeah, so that's about it for this one. That's why it's called The End, because there's nothing else more I can do. Come over here, we have a double piston extender door, and it closes back up. Come down here, it's a very colorful area with a room, and I don't know what to do with this room. I've had this room for a good while, a couple of weeks now, and I don't know what to do with it. So if you have any suggestions, please do let me know, because I'm always looking for suggestions. And wow, I got iron. That's cool. Alright guys, sadly, it has come to the end of the video. I had a jolly good fun with you guys, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!